I shared with you that last week, 2 of my students were kind enough to gift us tickets to the musical Hamilton. And watching this show, to my eye, what will be most helpful for you and your show dances, because I love doing show dances and I have done many. So I've got 7 pro tips for you. First of all, if it's your first show dance, if you're maybe a little newer to dancing, this might be in a competition or a showcase, I recommend picking your weakest dance. That show dance is a fun opportunity to work on that dance that might be a little more frustrating for you, come a little bit slower, and you're gonna have a lot of fun while you're working on that technique, okay? Number 2, if at all possible, I would invest in professionally edited music. Your coach probably is going to be able to hook you up with someone that you can pay pretty reasonable price to have that done. Guys, there's nothing worse than seeing a show dance, whether it's a comp or a showcase, where they've got this jacked up music that sounds like it came out of a cassette tape or a rough ending. Why bake an amazing, beautiful, tasty cake and then jack up the frosting on the top? Makes no sense, okay? Number 3, I recommend telling a story. This is a great opportunity for you as a competitor to work on your expression, literally your showmanship. When you are telling a story on that dance floor, say it's a song from, Mary Poppins, and one of you's Mary Poppins and one of you's Bert or something, it's much easier to evoke those natural feelings and express that in your face. That'll really help out your comp dancing in the future. So definitely pick a story. Okay, number 4. In show dances, usually in showcases, you are allowed to incorporate lifts, drops, and props. Okay, so I like to call this stuff flash and trash. It is a way to make your dancing completely riveting without doing good dancing. Now, not to say you shouldn't be doing good dancing, but you know what? You can cover a lot of sins by putting some flash and trash in there. Of course, do so within your kind of physical and technique limitations, and your teacher can definitely walk you through that, okay? Lifts, that's a little bit of a different animal. That takes a great deal of tone and strength from both, but a drop, actually, I can incorporate that, with someone of so-so fitness level. Okay, next up, related to props, this is one of the things that most floored me in Hamilton. They had very elaborate props, chairs, huge plywood. They weren't even 2x4s. They were like 2-foot by 8-foot boards. They were manipulating around naturally to the music. When you have a prop, it looks cooler when you're actually dancing it to the music, whether that be a cane, an umbrella, a tear-off costume, something more elaborate, a chair. I've had a blow-up costume. You name it. Oh, one more pro hack. Practice with your props. Oh, my Lord, love a duck, guys. You're going to dance your level, okay? But I'll tell you what can really throw you off the rails is if your prop or your costume goes wrong, now you're off phrase, now you're discombobulated and the dancing sucks. So frankly, if you do incorporate props, love it. But the second you select what that prop is, you practice with it. Every lesson or every practice. You don't have to do it the whole practice. Just dedicate a couple minutes to do a run through. So when you're at the show, it will be second nature. Okay. Next hack. If you know more than one style of dance, I would encourage you to incorporate those into a single show dance, okay? That is allowed in the rules for dance sport because show dance is a category in competition. It's definitely allowed in your studio showcase. Totally ramps up that performance value and entertainment in your showpiece. Even if your dancing quite isn't up to par, audiences love it. So do it if you can. Ask your teacher for help with that choreo, okay? Next, once you have your show dance put together and your cool music and you're comfortable with the props, don't just throw it down in the showcase or in the competition. I recommend asking local venues, even dance studios you don't take lessons at, working on this show dance. Do you have any openings that I could come and do my show dance for one of your social dances? At least in my studio, I never charged couples a admission fee if they wanted to come perform. It's a nice little mental health break for the DJ and your guests at your social dance to, hey, let's see a show. That'll just take a few minutes out of the dance. It's a great opportunity for you to perform under pressure, and your audience will love it. Okay, they love it. Okay, next up, I want to cover just a couple of the rules that will apply if you're going to enter a show dance in a sanctioned USA Dance and DCA competition. So number one, you are required to do 2 lifts, and at least one must be an overhead. Okay? Now you can do as many as you want, but the minimum is 2 lifts. Number 2, you must include a 20-second uninterrupted piece of choreography that is an identifiable dance sport, ballroom, or Latin, or rhythm, smooth dance, so that they have some sort of baseline, so you're not out there just doing an Irish jig, okay? Because it is a dance sport competition. Okay, number 3, props are allowed if you, the competitors, carry them on and off the floor within the time restraints that are published. Usually that's about 3.5 minutes. They do include your walk on and walk off within those time limitations. Okay, so final thought, if you have an opportunity and the time and the money to maybe get some more lessons, definitely try out doing a show dance. It's great practice for your showmanship. It's a great opportunity in competition to guarantee those judges are looking at you because there's no one else on the floor. And guess what? Guaranteed that 3 minutes out there in Pro-Am, you get totally thrown under a bus. You might get 50 seconds. Done. Bye-bye. No, you're going to get your full timestamp. All eyes are going to be on you, and you do not have to deal with the floor craft pressure. Leads, you know what I'm talking about. It can be a little bit like an old school video game of asteroids, trying to dodge all these moving, unpredictable vehicles on the floor. You get to be the only couple. So this is a great opportunity to practice showmanship and your dancing under pressure without having to dodge all these bullets when you're out there. So anyway, best of luck to you in your next show dance. I highly recommend trying it out, and it's fun. Okay, guys, I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more things ballroom dance. Doodles!